We're going to start off with a movement release for the deltoid. And I like to do this in the side lying position. It's just for better access and isolation. So in side lying, gravity helps relax the upper trapezius, which is going to reduce interference when accessing the deeper fibers of the deltoid. So this way you can contact the entire anterior, middle, and posterior. Now in supine, you could do the anterior and middle, and in prone, you can do the posterior and middle. I just like this method. So as you guys can see, I'm engaging the tissue with my fingertips, and then I'm just kind of lengthening the tissue out, spreading down and then across. What you can do is get the client to slowly bring their arm down as you work through the tissue. And this is just going to help to really reduce restrictions. It can help reduce trigger points in the future. And it's going to help with a little bit of more range of motion around the shoulder itself. You can engage with your fingertips and then just slowly stretch down the tissue as the client moves their arm down. For efficiency's sake, side lying is also the best option for treating trigger or tender points. Here I'm looking for the posterior deltoid trigger or tender point. Once I find it, I can shorten the tissue around my fingertip by moving the joint towards my hand, and then I'm going to hold for 20 to 60 seconds or until there's a release felt. Another way of doing this is, of course, you could have the client lying face down. And doing a similar type of technique, you can find the trigger or tender point, and then you can cup your hand and place it underneath the joint, and then just bring the joint towards your fingertips, and you're trying to find the direction of ease where the tissue feels like it's just softening under your fingertips. And then once again, you're going to hold that area for 20 to 60 seconds just to relax the tissue and to get rid of any tenderness in the muscle. This is a really cool technique for the deltoid and the shoulder. It's called a mid-humeral counterlateral traction. The client's going to be in supine on their spine, arm abducted to 60 or 90 degrees, and you're going to stand at the side of the table. One palm is going to be down over the lateral humerus at the insertion level of the deltoid, and the other hand is going to grasp the patient's forearm or wrist. You're going to slowly externally rotate the arm while compressing the tendinous insertion of the deltoid. So you're creating this counter traction. So as you externally rotate, you're bringing your other hand back and down. This is going to be really good for reducing restrictive fascial barriers and for also allowing some range of motion in external rotation. You're going to repeat this maneuver by externally rotating the patient's arm with compression. You're going to do it 2 to 5 times. Or you could also do it for a while, like 2 to 5 minutes, and then reevaluate the tissue tension.